Did you know that some of the most ordinary-looking U.S. quarters in your pocket could actually be hiding extraordinary stories and secret values? The 2000 Virginia quarter and the 2005 Oregon quarter aren't just coins. They're miniature time machines that carry the birth of America's first colony and the wild beauty of its untouched frontier. From the three legendary ships that founded Jamestown to the mysterious depths of Crater Lake carved by fire and time, these coins tell tales of courage, survival, and nature's power. And if you think that's fascinating, wait till you find out how rare errors and hidden details could turn these 25-cent coins into treasures worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So stay tuned, because what I'm about to reveal next will truly leave you amazed. Welcome back to Numis Explorer. When the year 2005 arrived, the United States Mint continued its legendary 50-state quarters program, and among the 5 designs released that year, one coin stood out for its breathtaking beauty and deep historical symbolism: the Oregon 1859 quarter dollar. On the surface, it looked like just another commemorative coin, but behind that tiny piece of metal lies a story that stretches across centuries. A tale of fire, nature, exploration, and human ambition. The coin features an image that takes your breath away: the serene Crater Lake, surrounded by majestic evergreens and a calm that almost hides the chaos that created it. Above the still waters sits Wizard Island, born from the ashes of a once mighty volcano. The inscription reads 1859, the year Oregon joined the Union. Yet the story behind this coin reaches back thousands of years before that moment. The design by Donna Weaver, an artist with a passion for nature and history, wasn't just meant to decorate a coin. It was crafted to tell a story that many Americans have never heard before. Long before Oregon became the 33rd state, the land was shaped by forces beyond imagination. The peaceful scene carved into this quarter hides one of the most violent volcanic eruptions in North American history. Around 7,700 years ago, Mount Mazama erupted with unimaginable power, collapsing into itself and creating the vast crater we now know as Crater Lake. Imagine. The calm water you see on the coin covers the remains of a mountain that once towered thousands of feet higher than today. The eruption scattered ash across 8 states and even into Canada, leaving a mark that geologists still study. Weaver's design beautifully captures that paradox: tranquility born from destruction, peace emerging from chaos. Every line, every engraved wave of water, tells that hidden story. It's almost poetic, nature destroying and recreating itself, much like how America constantly reinvents its own identity through its history and people. But what makes the 2005 Oregon quarter even more fascinating is how it became one of the most sought-after coins in modern American minting history. When it entered circulation, millions of people were already obsessed with collecting every state quarter. But Oregon's design had something special, a mysterious allure that made it stand out. Collectors began noticing unique variations and rare minting errors that made certain coins extremely valuable. Some 2005 Oregon quarters were found with double die obverse errors, while others had off-center strikes that turned an ordinary 25-cent coin into a collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Stories began spreading across online forums and collector communities. Stories of people finding these rare coins in pocket change, garage sales, or even in old coin jars. The excitement spread like wildfire. It wasn't just about collecting anymore. It became a treasure hunt. The thought that you could hold a valuable piece of history worth far more than its face value made everyone look twice at their spare change. The date 1859 engraved on the coin isn't just a number. It's a doorway into the heart of Oregon's history. That year, Oregon officially joined the Union as the 33rd state, becoming a vital link in America's expansion westward. But before it earned statehood, this land was home to Native American tribes who respected and feared the powerful forces of nature that shaped their world. The story of Oregon is a story of courage, of pioneers traveling across the harsh and unforgiving Oregon Trail, seeking a better life on the western frontier. These were people who faced hunger, disease, and unimaginable hardships, yet they kept going, guided by hope. The Oregon quarter honors that legacy, not with words, but with a landscape that reflects endurance and peace after struggle. When you hold this coin, you're not just holding metal. You're holding generations of dreams, sacrifice, and discovery. But what truly sets the Oregon Quarter apart from others in the State Quarter series is its spiritual and mythical depth. Crater Lake isn't just a geological wonder. It's a sacred site, wrapped in centuries of Native American legend. According to ancient stories of the Klamath tribe, the lake was created by a battle between the spirit of the sky, Skell, and the spirit of the underworld, Leo. When Leo's mountain home was destroyed, it left a deep hole in the earth, and Skell filled it with pure, sacred water. That's Crater Lake. So when you look at that serene design on the coin, you're actually seeing the meeting point of myth and reality. A sacred place that symbolizes balance, rebirth, and respect for nature's power. Few coins carry such emotional and cultural meaning, and that's what makes this 2005 Oregon Quarter more than just currency. It's a storytelling artifact in your hand. Now, let's talk about something that excites every collector: the mint marks and special editions. The Oregon Quarter was struck at 3 U.S. mints: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The San Francisco Mint produced stunning proof versions for collectors, including silver proofs made from 90% silver. These coins have a mirror-like finish and were never released for circulation. Some of the silver proofs from 2005, especially the ones graded PR70 by professional grading companies, can sell for impressive prices. On the other hand, the Denver Mint coins have a reputation for minting errors, which has turned them into exciting finds for coin hunters. Whether it's a double die crack, or off-center strike, these small imperfections transform the coin's value dramatically. It's amazing how a tiny mark or flaw, invisible to most people, can make a simple quarter worth hundreds of dollars. Even today, nearly 2 decades after its release, the 2005 Oregon Quarter continues to fascinate collectors and history lovers alike. Its story combines natural wonder, artistic mastery, and a deep sense of mystery that few coins can match. For some, it's a reminder of America's beautiful landscapes. For others, it's a symbol of the unpredictable power of nature. And for collectors, it's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered in the most unexpected places. So next time you see a quarter with the calm waters of Crater Lake, don't overlook it. That little coin might not just be 25 cents. It could be a piece of American history, a hidden error worth thousands, or even a key to unlocking one of the most fascinating chapters in the story of U.S. coinage. And in my next videos, I'll show you how some ordinary-looking coins like this can surprise you in ways you'd never believe. So stay tuned, because what's coming next will truly leave you amazed. In the year 2000, the United States Mint released one of the most historically rich coins of the entire 50-state quarters program, the Virginia 1788 quarter dollar. At first glance, it might seem like just another commemorative state coin, but when you look closer, you realize it's not just about Virginia. It's about the very birth of America's freedom. The design on this coin tells a story of courage, revolution, and a new world being born from the flames of the old. On its reverse side, we see 3 majestic ships, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery, sailing proudly on the open waters. These weren't just any ships. They were the vessels that carried English settlers to the New World in 1607, founding Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in America. Above the ships are the words Jamestown 1607 to 2007, marking the 400th anniversary of that historic journey. The coin's design, created by Edgar Z. Stever IV, captures a moment that changed history forever, when dreams, danger, and destiny all collided on the shores of Virginia. But what makes this coin even more fascinating is the story behind those 3 ships. Imagine the year 1607, rough seas, wooden ships creaking under the weight of men and supplies, and the unknown ahead. Over 100 settlers crossed the Atlantic, guided by hope, greed, and ambition. Their journey lasted 144 grueling days, filled with storms, sickness, and fear of the unknown. When they finally reached the Chesapeake Bay and sailed up the James River, they founded Jamestown, a settlement that would become the birthplace of English America. The Virginia Quarter immortalizes that voyage, symbolizing the beginning of European civilization in North America. Yet behind that beautiful design lies a darker side of history: famine, disease, and conflict that nearly destroyed the colony in its early years. This contrast between beauty and struggle makes the coin's design more meaningful, reminding us that every great beginning comes with unimaginable challenges. The year 1788, inscribed at the bottom of the coin, marks the year Virginia became the 10th state to join the Union, long after its days as a struggling colony. That one date connects two worlds, the colonial past of 1607 and the revolutionary era of 1788, merging them into a single story of transformation. By then, Virginia had already become one of the most powerful and influential states in the young United States. It was home to great figures like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison, the architects of American independence and democracy. Holding this coin is like holding the spirit of the revolution itself. The same land that saw the birth of Jamestown also witnessed the final victory of freedom when the British surrendered at Yorktown in 1781, effectively ending the American Revolutionary War. The Virginia Quarter, therefore, isn't just a tribute to one moment. It's a reminder of the entire journey from colonization to independence. But here's where things get truly interesting. The 2000 Virginia Quarter isn't just rich in history. It's also full of surprises that collectors still talk about to this day. The coin was struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Each version has its own level of rarity and potential value. The most common are the Philadelphia and Denver versions, which circulated widely. But the San Francisco proof coins, especially the silver proof versions, are highly prized by collectors for their mirror-like finish and sharp detail. Yet, what truly excites numismatists are the rare error coins, double die strikes, off-center minting, and clipped planchets that turn a simple 25-cent piece into a collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In some cases, the silver proofs with perfect PR70 grade have fetched high prices at auctions. That's the beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes, the most ordinary-looking coins hide extraordinary value, and you never know when you might find one in your pocket change. Now, let's take a deeper look at the symbolism that makes this coin so special. Those 3 ships aren't just sailing vessels. They represent the beginning of the American journey. Each ship had its own purpose and story. The Susan Constant, the largest, carried most of the settlers and supplies. The Godspeed and Discovery followed, smaller yet equally vital for exploration and support. Their arrival marked not just the start of Jamestown, but also the beginning of America's cultural and historical evolution. Over the centuries, Jamestown became a symbol of endurance. It survived famine, attacks, and near collapse. The Virginia Quarter captures this endurance through its powerful imagery. The calm sea behind the ships might look peaceful, but it symbolizes risk and uncertainty, just like the future that awaited those settlers. The design's simple elegance hides layers of meaning about courage, sacrifice, and the human spirit that refuses to give up. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Virginia 1788 Quarter is how it connects so many milestones of American history in a single coin. It bridges the gap between the old world and the new, between colonization and freedom, and between past and present. For many collectors, this coin feels almost alive, as if it carries whispers from the 1600s, the courage of settlers, and the voices of revolutionaries. It's also one of the most beautifully designed state quarters in the entire series, with its clean lines and balanced composition. Over 1 billion pieces were minted, but only a handful remain in pristine, uncirculated condition today. Some experts predict that over time, high-grade examples of this coin, especially silver proofs, will become even more valuable. So, if you ever come across a flawless Virginia 2000 quarter, hold on to it. It's not just currency, it's history preserved in metal. Even today, more than 2 decades after its release, the 2000 Virginia 1788 quarter dollar continues to be one of the most admired coins among collectors and historians alike. Its story combines adventure, courage, struggle, and triumph. Everything that defines the American spirit. Whether you love it for its design, its history, or its potential value, there's no denying that this coin is a masterpiece of storytelling in metal form. So next time you see that quarter with 3 tiny ships sailing across its surface, remember, it's not just a coin. It's a tribute to the dreams of explorers, the struggles of settlers, and the birth of a nation that would one day change the world. And in my upcoming videos, I'll reveal even more hidden secrets about coins like this, stories that will make you see your change in a whole new way. So stay tuned, because what you'll discover next might just surprise you more than you can imagine.